Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Singling playlist. I have published one video per assessment zone. A, C, D, E? Never mind. Well, today we are finally here for the Zone F video. Zone F is considered, legitimately, as the hardest of all the zones. The assessment zones, the basic zones, the skibbity zones, whatever you want. And as I've stated in the Zone C video, this zone is a mix of Zone A, which is a very large zone, kind of weirdly shaped this time, and with a bit of Zone C on top, which is the most complex zone for its size. I still have nightmares of Terminal 2. This video also has been quite hard to deliver to you due to all the scenarios you might encounter. By the way, here is the list and their time. And also here is the whole editing thing that I had to go through, because why not? Anyways, enough ranting, let's pass on to the video. Take a seat, preferably something not too rough. Get the popcorn going, not too hot also, because just no. And enjoy! Let's now start with the setup. For the whole setup and how to correctly set up Zone F, I highly recommend you watch my video regarding how to correctly set up the assessment zones and obviously the Zone F section. What you've got to understand on this setup is that you have to mainly care about the zone of Benton and Newry. However, you must not forget about the existence of, for instance, Connolly, or the section between the Benton square for the Junction and Port Benton, and also the existence of Greenslade. Let's now start with the first scenario, the scenario where we can see here 1D36. We gotta make sure that those signals do not conflict, and this signal can be cleared then. You can also clear here the square, and make sure that none of the signals that conflict with the signal I've just shown conflict here, and the whole area from platform 6 to platform 13 must be red in order to clear 1D36 into the station. Let's now pass on to the second scenario regarding the Benton Junction. So we have one S64 that we can clear now because they have a priority of head code and lateness on 2M95. We can also clear 2G03 here and also 2T06 as it does not collide with the 1S64. We can both clear them because if you draw their path, they will not collide. And 2M95 can now be cleared along with 2G03, as you can see here. Now you may ask yourself why I cleared 2G03 first and not 2T06, because 2T06 has an operator priority over 2G03. It is because you've got to be efficient as an experienced signaler and not create useless latencies. As you can see in this case, this was really useful. Let's now pass on to our third scenario here, where we have 9H56, an express service to Newry Harbour and to B90. We can clear 9H56 as it has a priority over head code. However, as you can see now from well, the camera and table itself, 9H56 despawned, so you can actually clear to B90 and they can depart peacefully. Let's now fast forward a bit in time with our fourth scenario, where we have 3N17. We put the main line to red before clearing the train and make sure obviously there's no trains at Eden Key coming in fast or something. This train can go to platform 3, 2 and 1 and it can get cleared in any of those 3 platforms and it will be randomly allocated into one of these platforms. Let's now pass on to our fifth scenario, where we have a special metro service to Morganstown via Benton. We can clear them and get them onto the waterline tracks, making sure there is no trains coming in from Hampton Hargate, and then we can clear them. They have now been cleared from Benton all the way to Morganstown. They will go via Benton Bridge, platform 1, and Morganstown Docks also platform 1. Now that more trains are getting actually to Newry, you also have other trains going to Newry, but other trains that are passing via other stations, such as Faraday Road here with 2N19. However, behind 2N19, which is a one-line service that came in from the depot, you have 9N08. And 9N08 is an express service heading towards Newry that will actually skip Faraday Road. So, since Faraday Road has 2 platforms heading towards Newry, I will let 9N08 here skip Faraday Road, put the signal on platform 2 to rollback disabled, so it will turn to red and stay red after, in order for me to actually clear 2N19 right after the express, as you can see here in the camera, skips Faraday Road. Here you have quite the tricky scenario where we have 2N20 at Whitney Green and an express service at platform 4 of Morganstown heading towards Newry, and both of them will meet at Morganstown Docks. Now, you have to prioritize one of them. However, the one-line service will get into Morganstown Docks, or close to it, faster than the express, as the limitation on the bridge between Morganstown and Morganstown Docks is limited at 30 miles an hour, while the section for the one-line train is limited at 50 miles an hour. This is why I have decided to actually clear the one-line train, and also because after Morganstown Docks there is Port Benton. And at Port Benton you have 2 platforms that can let trains go into Benton one-line section. So I've decided to first of all take care of the Newry part, and then I have decided to give priority to the one-line service, and I will still let the express go first after this. Let's now pass on to a very critical scenario. Here we have a train at platform 1 at Newry that I will clear first, because the train at platform 1 Newry Harbour can only leave Newry Harbour by going to platform 2. So I want 3 and 10, the train that wants to get into Newry, I want him to go to platform 3 at Newry, actually. So I have to make 2 GO5 leave so that 3 and 10 can go to platform 3 and only 3, because 2 GO5 takes the path to platform 2 away from 3 and 10. This is how you kind of sometimes can manage the platform allocation system, by manipulating it. Here we have a very sneaky situation with 2 trains wanting to get into Benton's waterline section. We cleared 2x26 first because platform 2 can welcome them and also welcome 2n20. However, there is a train at platform 1, so platform 1 is taken. However, platform 3 can only be taken by trains going towards Newry Harbour, or Newry simply enough, in this case 2n20, and the situation is now solved. Let's now pass on to 2 different scenarios. In this one, we've already made it before. 2M020 needs to go to platform 2, so we let them go to platform 2. 2079 needs to be cleared out towards Connolly, and 2N20 will take its place at platform 1. Now, here I also do an error where I clear both 2076 and 2N22, and 2N22 actually gets a red signal because they were meant to go to platform 2, however the other train already took the place. And this was, I believe, my only error I've ever did in the 1 hour and 20 minutes of signaling on Zone F. And errors like this happen, and you cannot do anything about it. We're not perfect, alright? And that's how you do it. Now, here you have an express. You obviously clear the express first, you clear the junction for 2 trains, and you clear again 2 and 22 into platform 3 when they can be cleared. Here, you wait for 2N20 to actually get in before you can clear out the express on platform 3, and also clear out the trains in the depot later on, and now clear 2076 outside of the depot towards Hunley. Here the express can finally be cleared and the one-line train can be cleared, even though there is an express train, but the express train will go past the one-line train at Port Benton. Let's now pause for a moment. We have 9L55 and 2MOO. These two trains come from Newry and wish to enter Benton. However, there is also 9N16 that wants to enter Benton, and this train this time goes towards Newry. Now, knowing that the fact that platform 2 can actually welcome trains from both sides, and that we have two trains coming from Newry, those two trains will actually go onto platform 1 and platform 2 respectively. And 9 and 16 will have to go onto platform 3. You could argue here that due to the priority you would have to prioritize 9 and 16. However, if you did that, you would create some latenesses for 9L55. And our job as a signaler is to create less latenesses than what there should be. So let's now see how I dealt with the situation. This is going to wrap it up for the scenarios. We are now starting an 8-minute 30 seconds time lapse where you can see me now signal the whole flood of the waterline until fully solved. Enjoy. And I believe we are done here. If you come across or think out of nowhere of a scenario of any of the zones that I did not cover and you need me or anyone to solve, feel free to contact me and I'll gladly help you to the best of, well, my ability. With that out of the way, thank you for watching this detailed video on how to correctly signal Zone F. This was the first time that I actually did a voice and a recording separately for such videos, so tell me if you liked it or not. And also, watch until the end because there is a funny clip right now. And see you all in the game and get back to riding those trains.